Wade
and Wade reacts.
Yesterday, James Gunn and the DCU released the first look of the new Superman. What do you think about what you've seen so far?
When I first saw this, I wasn't really impressed. But then I looked at the suit a little bit more. You pointed out that it had a lot of textures on it. And the red and the blue is cool, but I just don't really like that the suit is kind of baggy in certain areas.
Yeah, I see what you're saying about the bagginess of the suit. It's a little baggy in the shoulder and the chest area. But I do like the small details in the suit. I like how the cape is knitted into the area where the trapezius is. I like some of the designs and the texture of the suit. I like even that the suit looks like it's worn and damaged, like he has been in battle. And you see in the background that there is some type of superpower battle going on in the back. And it looks like he's getting ready for it. He's putting his boots on. But back to the details of the suit, I like the gauntlets in the suit. We've never seen that on a Superman suit in the cinematic universe. You see the knee pads, you see the boots. I like the traction design on the bottom of the suit, or on the bottom of the boots. I think the suit is a good looking suit, and I think it's gonna look even better once we see it in motion, once we see him on film. He looks like he's a pretty big guy, looks like he put on some muscle. The thing I don't like about the suit is the belt area, the draws. It looks like the draws have loops on them, and it looks like he has an actual belt on this suit.
Yeah, classic Superman.
Yeah, I don't like that. I think that he would have a much more sophisticated, much more sleek suit, because what if somebody damages that buckle and his drawers come off? That wouldn't be a good look. But luckily, he does have Kryptonian materials that his suit is made out of. But then again, you got some people who can actually cut through his suit, and some characters that have weapons that can cut through Superman's skin. So that will be a bad deal for him if that happened.
Now, do you think this guy, you think he looks like Superman, though?
Yeah, I think he does. I think he does look like Superman. I know some people may disagree, but he has the aura, even sitting down. He got the right frame for it, he has the height, and he has the confidence that Superman, that an actor would need, rather, to portray Superman on big screen.
Yeah. And I like that they had the S-curl. We really didn't see Henry Cavill with the S-curl until that post-credit scene of Black Adam.
Yeah.
But back to that suit, the shield though, the S shield. I wish it was like, it stood out more, it was a little bit more like metallic or something. It was like maybe like a carbon fiber type of material type of look to it, like a car door look or something like.
Right.
Just so the S, because the S don't really stand out to me. It's like, I know the suit is kind of dirty, like you pointed out, it was like battle damage, but it looks, I don't know, to me the S should stand out a little bit more, because that's just simple.
True. It should be highlighted.
Now, do you think that's Solaris in the background?
I don't know, it could be. If that is Solaris, that means that James Gunn and the DCU are not playing. They're trying to start their cinematic universe, or they're trying to reboot the universe and start it with a bang. Because they do have a lot of catching up to do. They have a powerful rival in Marvel Comics, an established rival that has been with its fans since 2007 or 8 with the first Iron Man movie. Matter of fact, with the Hulk. I think that predates Iron Man 1, right? So they have a lot of ground to cover, and one way to cover that ground is to start off with a bang. So if that is Solaris, they're doing some good things already.
Yeah, and James Gunn did say that he was pulling from All-Star Superman because he's writing the script too. So, and one thing I like about the All-Star Superman, to me, that's top 5, one of the best Superman comic books and animated film adaptations.
Yeah, facts.
And this means this is the established Superman. There's no origins this time.
Yeah, that's what we need. We need a Superman who's seasoned, a Superman who's been in this thing, who's been in the game for a while.
Because I don't really think he need an origin. Everybody already knows who Superman is.
Yeah.
He's been out since the 50s, and then the movies have came. First Superman movies in the 80s, so we don't really need too much explaining on what Superman, who he is, and what he can do. The only thing they need to do is like a proper depiction. He needs to be similar to what Captain America was for the MCU. That like beacon of hope, the do-gooder that's gonna, And James Gunn, I have faith in him. I think that he's gonna be able to pull it off.
I think so too. This brings up a lot of questions Who else is going to be in this movie with Superman? Is Batman going to be in the movie? Is Wonder Woman going to be in this movie? Green Lantern? Who is going to make a cameo in the Superman movie? I think it would be in their best interest to introduce some other characters in this movie since they're playing the catch-up game at this point.
Yeah, that would be good. Let's talk about the cast then, since you brought that up. Yeah, so like you said, they're going to have to start off with a bang. What it looks like, too, they're doing an already established DC universe. They're not pulling any punches, because we see they have the Green Lantern, they have Mr. Terrific, Hawk Girl. Lex Luthor, they say he's going to be the main villain, but is he going to be the only villain?
That's a good question, too. And that's a good clue. Since he said he's pulling from All-Star Superman, that thing, that object that we see behind Superman could very well be Solaris.
Mm-hmm. But you know, they don't do a direct adaptation, so I'm just wondering, like, what is this story going to be about? Because we know from All-Star Superman, there were cameos from other DC characters, but certain characters that they're throwing in this weren't in there. Like, what is this? Because this movie, another thing too, this movie, they got like, who else do they have in here? They have the engineer, and that's a character from a comic book that I never read called The Authority. Mm-hmm. And they're like characters from the DC, another DC universe team that they're planning on introducing later on down the line. And this is a setup for that too. But what other movies are they gonna set up? But then we know that Zack Snyder did Darkseid, so they don't want to follow that, you know, that pattern. So what are they gonna do in this? Are they gonna do Brainiac? Are they gonna do the Anti-Monitor? Like, what do you think they're gonna do?
I don't know. And like you said, I was thinking that object in the back could have been Brainiac's ship. Mm-hmm. So there are a bunch of different routes they can take, lots of different characters they can use. And I think that this will be better for the DCU than making Zod Doomsday.
Yeah.
And we know Zod can be a recurring villain. But if you look at the cast, we have Nathan Fillion playing Green Lantern, Guy Gardner. So that, man, they do have the cameos I was looking for. Or not the exact ones I brought up, but there are going to be some cameos letting you know that the Justice League are already established in this reboot.
I don't even think these are cameos, though. I think they're going to be in the movie. So they're going to actually be characters in the movie. It's not just going to be like a little quick cameo Easter egg. But that's what I'm saying. They got characters like this. What is this setting up for the DC universe going forward? Because they already talked about how they was going to do a Wonder Woman movie. They talked about how they was going to do a Green Lantern movie with Jon Stewart. I think a TV show. They might turn it into a movie with Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan, just to, you know, please both of those camps if you like Hal Jordan, you like him. But they're planning on doing a lot with this universe, like very quickly, like they are playing catch up. But hopefully when they do this, they do it with care. So it won't look like how the past DC universe looked.
I don't think they'll make that same mistake. I think they're looking at the mistakes of DC's past, and James Gunn is looking to make this better and more palatable to the fans. Because if it's anything like the old DC universe, that's automatic failure. The problem with the old DC universe is when Superman was introduced, no other hero from the Justice League accompanied him in his battle against the Kryptonians, and they were supposedly already established heroes.
Yeah.
So why come Ben Affleck's Batman didn't put on his Batsuit and come and help Superman fight at that point? He would have been alerted a long time ago. We know how Batman is. Wonder Woman was already present in the world, and so was the Flash and Cyborg. Nobody came to help him. But it looks like there's going to be a supervillain that they're all going to have to come together to defeat. And it makes sense, since these characters are already established, for them to come help Superman. They wouldn't let him fight an earth-ending battle on his own.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then this movie is going into production, I think soon. If it's not already in production, it's coming out next year. And I'm really excited to see this because, man, to me, Superman in the films, the best ones as far as like the lore of Superman was Christopher Reeve's Superman. He had the Forces of Solitude, which I hope they show in this movie, because Superman, man, people understand Superman is smart too.
Yeah, he is.
He's up there with Batman, not as far as being a detective, but as far as his like smarts, and he got a lot of gadgets and stuff. And I never seen that in the movie. They always playing Superman as a powerhouse, but going forward, Superman Returns, they had the Forces of Solitude in there too. I give them that. But hopefully this one, I want to see an established Superman that has all his tools, ready to use against Lex Luthor and whoever else wants to smoke.
Shoot, me too. And hopefully they give us that version of Superman, which it seems like that's what they're aiming for. And that does it for our reaction to the first look of Superman. Let us all know what you think about this first look of Superman down in the comments. Do you think the suit looks good, or should they make changes? And do you think David Corensett is a good pick for the role of Superman? Let us know all of that in the comment section. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you'll never miss a video from Wade and Wade Reacts.
We're out here.
Peace.